Searching for Madoka, Misaki finds herself in her own room at Rugetsu Hall and discovers a photo of herself as a child alongside with a woman with no face. Does this woman have any connection with the girl in black? Misaki feels that if she could only meet this woman, her own past would become clear. My special friend. Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to the very next episode of Fatal Frame 4 that by now you guys have been longing for this, and I'm so sorry. It's months late. It's probably almost a year late. I'm so sorry about that. The editing not only takes forever, that isn't the main issue. The main issue that I cannot stress enough is that I recorded probably 4 hours of this, went down to edit it. It's gone into 2 parts, and as I went to transport it, it corrupted. Everything else, most videos came out completely fine. If my memory serves correctly, came out completely fine. This, however, this particular chapter, the one that took the most, which I will be able to crop out when we get to that part once again, yeah, it corrupted. Absolutely corrupted, and I had to go over and do this all again. This game is fully finished. I have the rest of the chapters to upload after this one. Now, you'll notice some few differences. If you've been watching since day one, there'll be quite a difference here. I'm extremely OP in this. We'll have to deal with that, unfortunately, because I love this game and I've been going over grabbing trophies and such. So her camera, all the characters' cameras in this are extremely OP. But you will only see it in this chapter. The rest of the videos that are going to be uploaded after this are from previous, before I even knew this was corrupted. She's just gonna have a strong camera and we're on nightmare mode. And then when you see the episode after this, it's all gonna go back to normal with normal camera. You're gonna see me upgrade it and all that sweet jazz. So without further ado, thank you so much for everyone being patient and waiting. This is the next one. This is Misaki's with the chapter Sayuka. Search the area. Hello? Cool, right. I'm gonna have to really familiarize myself. So, where did we get off from this? There's something in this room as well. Right, so as you can see, in nightmare mode, I have so far gone through this game for 4 hours. I'm busting through it. The Hazuki dolls at the bottom right, completely done. And if you can notice right there in the top right, I have max score. So yes, this is the complete game file. Camera completely upgraded. No films though. And lenses as well, which I need to go and yes, that's right, I've got crush, extend, and grab. So when used, this automatically locks you to the nearest ghost. Okay, so she is the one that's got this. I was wondering that who's got the lock on, and it was indeed Misaki. Good to know. Evade. Oh, evade's the X button. I keep thinking it's yeah, so as you can see, lots of gemmy powers, lots of points. Does it say I'm in nightmare mode? When I go to save, it'll say in nightmare mode. But yes, we are back, baby, and nothing can go wrong here. because I am recording. So yes, it's good to be back. I obviously playing this in nightmare mode. I love the game. I adore it a lot. So I don't mind doing this, and then I can finally release the full call recording for you all, which makes me very happy. Right, you keep going. Why are you blue? Where? Don't tell me it's on the other side. Oh, it's probably on the other side. Yes, it is. It's in the corner. Of course, it's in the corner. Yeah, we were just talking about you. Get your mittens off me, and there you go, blue crystals. Nice. Hope you guys are well. How's everyone doing? And I know we've just got this video back in action, but do let me know. Are you enjoying it? Come to me. I'm sorry, did I miss something there? Cool. Stick key button for the fourth floor seems to be working now. Well, let's go. This is the part where I'm definitely gonna skip the video when we get to it. I will enlighten you guys. So when we come up to this next bit, there will be a puzzle. Oh, where's my crush moment? Wham. Yeah, my camera charges so fast. She doesn't even have a chance. Oh, I'm doing this with 7 actually. That's fine. Let's farm you with 7. I kind of got you stun locked. Got very pretty makeup though. Oh, she's blooming. I think I've already got you bloomed before though. Right, I've only got 214. Oh my gosh, what have I been doing with Misaki? Right, where are you, my sweetie? Yuli! Come to me. My fatal frames are a little off though. There we go. Wow, I'm really like, I've got no film for her. Oh, this is gonna be hard. What? You're blue. Oh, you're on that side. Okay. But yes, there will be a puzzle mode coming up. That I will really embarrassingly say it took me quite some time to do. Speaking of quite some time to do, I completely forgot that I skipped over these pages without reading them to you guys because I was in the mindset that I was just storming through for trophies this mode. So I will have some screenshots of the notes here and I shall read it to you. 4th floor isolation room report 2. I saw Misaki of a doll again yesterday. Most likely the patient on the 4th floor gave her own doll to Misaki. Both of them have been diagnosed as having high spiritual potential. Their spirit senses are heightened and they are at increased risk of being inhabited. It's dangerous for two such people to be together. When their mental state is good, being together may help them both stay stable. But if one of them becomes unstable, both are at risk worsening their moonlight syndrome. I'm particularly worried about the effect that she, in her current state, might have on Misaki. Please keep a careful watch over Misaki and ensure that two of them do not meet. 4th floor room assignments, new building, 4th floor status, end of July. Room 412, frozen moon, isolation room. Name blurred out. This is the only room on the 4th floor.
Damn, guys, I really cannot believe I skipped over probably one of the most important paper works, diaries, reading ever, and I was just not in the mindset here. But you're gonna hear me repeat some bits and bobs of these texts later, because in my head, I thought we've already read these in previous streams, um, way before a stream where it wasn't corrupted, but yeah, so everything I'm going to read here is extremely important, and I do repeat myself in a bitsy as well, but here we go. So, notes. The patient is in extremely dangerous condition. Report to the director immediately if she shows any sign of deterioration or become agitated. Calling her by her name or looking at her face are forbidden, as both can cause her condition to worsen. Bearing in mind the recent death of one of the nurses, staff are advised for their own safety to avoid prolonged contact with the patient. If any of the nurses feel their mood or psychological condition get worse, they should discontinue duties immediately. This is what I mean how important this note is. This is how absurd it is to work on the full floor with this particular patient and this patient alone. You're supposed to act like she's not even there. She's technically isolated from everyone outside because she'll just drive a nurse insanity, just insane. And we will find another book also. I can't remember if it's one or two in a few moments once we enter through that door. It's quite intense. It's quite intense. Man, I can't believe I skipped these, but I'm glad you guys get to read these with me now because thank you for going over recording. If this was streaming and I went over this and I didn't notice, it may be missing really important paperwork and I would not be happy for myself. So I'm really glad. Oh, thank you for looking back. I'm not thanking my video for being corrupted though. This has taken a hot minute, but I do not mind, especially if you guys are interested. So let's carry on. The corridor to the isolation room is sealed with a gate, which can be opened by unlocking it from the nurse station. Please note that it is not possible to enter the isolation room without just the master's key. So obviously, this is how huge of a deal she is. She's locked behind two doors, guys. She's on the top floor by herself with one nurse, and she's locked behind a code, like a code key code kind of door. We're going to see that literally in a second, along with the master key. This is the big cheese right here, and we're about to go meet her right now. It's getting good.
It wasn't hard, but it definitely gets your brain rocking. And the controls with it were controlly. So I took 3-4 hours on it, and that was streaming, and it was horrific. So now, oh, get away! Get your mittens off me! You were gonna twist my arms for freaking you're gonna twist my arms for 5 gemmies. But yeah, now I'm recording it. I can skip it if it gets too much. What? Why am I so far away from the phone now? Was she that freaked out from it? So that sounds like that was Sayaka talking to us, who we're going to visit. I realise as well I can't be skipping these. I've been such a rush through these. I've been skipping these. I am so sorry. Gotta get my game in action. Right. 4th floor isolation room report 1 regarding the woman in the isolation room. It's embarrassing to say this, but I simply can't remember her face. I have an impression that she's quite pretty, but I don't know what her face looks like. I can't remember. This is unheard of for me. A nurse can usually remember a patient's names and faces very easily. She's the only one I can't remember. When I try my hardest to remember her face and focus on it, my pulse quickens, and I feel as if though I'm losing sight of myself. I feel like my mind is a radio and someone is playing with the tuning dial. What should I do? Am I really fit to be in charge of the fourth floor? I don't think I'm cut out for this position. Please consider transferring me to another desk. I beg you. Lorna, Lorna. How do we how do we turn this? How do we turn this again? Oh. It says right there. 4 4 6 7, because that's all Misaki as a child has been chiming. It sounded like some sort of mechanism was triggered. The door seemed to have opened. Crazy. What are we getting ourselves into if this door needed a code to be open? Oh, shit, okay, cutscene. But we just put in a code and it's not opening? Question mark? Why are you reaching it so slowly? Oh! Oh, it's open. We're definitely gonna open it when she was that close to the door. Oh, this is gonna be a fight coming up, and I don't have anything. What does she say here? Udistit? I can't. No, Namade. Oh, she's so cool. Her voice is so yummy. Can I say that? Yummy. This is gonna suck. Oh, fuck. This is gonna suck. I need to finish her very quickly because she can run at me. She's so pretty though. Excellente! She's still scarier on the Wii version though. Way scarier in the Wii version. If I could like put up a picture on here of her from the Wii version, I bloody would. She's so much creepier on the Wii version. Why don't you, her, sacrifice? Sacrifice? No. Haven't I told you over and over that she keeps trying to drag me into her room? Come and see her if you don't understand what I'm talking about. She's something else now, isn't she? Her face keeps changing and she keeps trying to drag me in. She calls me. 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 Oh god. So yeah, nurses didn't want to work on the fourth floor, mainly because this patient we're going to see right now, no one they gave like, yeah, even Misaki's getting the shivers right now. They gave specific orders. You do not look at her. You do not think of her. You do not talk to her. You do not talk about her. You don't even say her name, anything. You need to cut this line of patient off. Completely contact with her. You just have no interaction with her whatsoever. And you are to be guarding this floor, and that's that. And that's it also has like, you know, she has 2 locked doors, by the way, and we're going to see her. This is the patient that everyone was worried about. This is the big cheese. I'm probably explaining this so terribly, but oh my god, she's got 3 doors. But yes, this is someone we do not we are not supposed to interact with. They specifically have said that they want Misaki and this patient on the 4th floor apart, even though they get along with each other like a house on fire. But they believe that she is having an effect on Misaki, and they didn't want them together because they're apparently 2 mediums are dangerous. Hybero's assistant note 6. Regarding the patients in this isolation room, I observed her again today, but I feel her symptoms have reached the point of hopelessness. For someone like her with such a high spiritual potential, moonlight syndrome almost always presents with extremely severe symptoms. She says be the most extreme case yet. She may be the most extreme case yet. I'm so sorry for my reading, guys. Her mind is on the brink of collapse. She has managed to cling feebly to the some semblance of sanity by fusing her dolls and herself in her mind. The dolls, each reflecting a different part of herself, may be necessary for her to anchor her fluid and ever fluctuating state of mind. It may be possible to use this doll transference approach to help the other patients deal with their chaotic memories. However, while giving her dolls may have some temporary effect, all it does is postpone the inevitable collapse. Dr. Hybra is desperately searching for some way to help her, but he has already tried so many things. At this point, doing anything more might only cause her pain. And I believe she is in pain. She's in so much pain. She's on the full floor. This is on like yeah, this is the brink of their own mind. She is, if you remember a cutscene back, they were trying to like straighten her down. She was freaking out, throwing her arms and screaming. Yet she's got a very beautiful, calm face. This is the patient that no one's supposed to interact with. You're not supposed to say her name. You're supposed to make eye contact and all that jazz, as I mentioned before. But Misaki, who also has high spiritual power, same as this patient, get along very well. However, this patient is very unstable. I do think she's in nothing but pain, and they've kept her in here for so long because her brother wants to heal her, which makes perfect sense. Oh, the person from the photo. This must be the room. That's what you're worried about? It's not like we got exactly hot chocolate. Beautiful face. I think Misaki being there actually calmed her too, you know. Hello, gorgeous. Woman holding doll. That doll looks really familiar. Sayaka's diary. Is this her diary? Right, I really Saikuya, because Ruka's mother's got the exact same name as her, except for I believe the U is swapped with an A, so her name is Sayaka. Sayaka? I know I'm pronouncing names too similar, and I don't want to do that, but they are quite similar. So Sakuya. I think she's Sakuya. The other one, being Ruka's mother, is Sayaka. I believe. Saikuya. I need to remember that. So this is her first diary, and as you can see, it's pretty unstable. I put myself in the doll so that even if I forget myself, the me in the doll will tell me who I am. That was how I held on to myself, but today I asked it, what is my name? I asked and I asked, but there was no answer. Without the me inside the doll, the little ones inside me gets upset. They eat my insides, then they sleep. The starving little ones, I can hear them waking up. My soul broken. I am descending. Mmm. She does sound a little very unstable compared to the rest of the patients we come across here. Similar breaks, obviously, like the rest had blooms, but we don't know if she's been having blooms. But according to the doctor, she's on the brink of it, like completely losing her sanity, which is crazy to think if she hasn't lost it already. Oh, I know that the three girls actually, I believe I think they came to visit this one. I don't know, they always run around together. I know Misaki obviously comes to see her, and so does her other friend that we've been following around this entire building. I would like to think they draw for her though. That's quite cute to imagine. Sakuya's diary too. Found a diary inside the broken mirror. I don't want you to know the pain of those who have souls. Enter into them, whose sounds are consumed. You are just like me. Don't end up like me, Misaki. A world without noise. A world without noise. A world without noise. I offer my song to you.
Skiga.
Skiga. There's Misaki. So she seemed quite, like, tamed there, you know? Quite not stable, but stable enough just to say, Misaki, I want you to not be near me. I want you to not end up like me. I think that's the most sane she's ever been. Is that something on the floor? Yeah. Misaki's diary. This is my diary. They tell me I can't see her anymore, but it feels so nice to be together with her. Feeling myself break apart is nice too, but this is different. When our two sounds play together, I feel good and I don't feel sick. But they said soon I won't be able to see her anymore. I don't think I can stand it. If I can't see her anymore, I won't know who I am. But Mia says I'm still me. I feel safe because of Mia is here. Mia is my special friend who stays with me. Mi means the sea, like Misaki, and Ya means night, like Sakuya. The two of us will always be together. Isn't that interesting? So Mia, the two words broke down, and this is obviously broke down in Japanese as well, by the way. So mi meaning sea is from Misaki's name, and Ya meaning night is like Sakuya's name. I'm gonna keep going back and forth with these names, sorry. So it's really interesting. Sea night or night sea. It's more like it's sea night really, which is a strong indication. Ah, here it is. The fucking puzzle. I'll show you guys the puzzle anyway. You will see clips of it, don't worry. Depending how long I take with this one, I'll even speed it up. And look, here's the dolls. Here's the dolls that she was saying. All these different types of dolls she was putting herself in, which I think is really cool. I do like her bedroom a lot. It's a massive bedroom. I don't think personally I would sleep in a bedroom this massive. Like, look how the room, like, are you guys like this at all? Do you have trouble sleeping in a massive room? Would you sleep in a massive room? Like, I couldn't. There's something blue here. It's probably like more points. No, Hybra's Assistance Note 5. Oh, I wouldn't want to miss this. The patient in the isolation room on the fourth floor has stabilized, somewhat, but there is no telling what might set her off again. The nurse who called the patient in the isolation room, the one with no face, she committed suicide a few days ago. For some reason, as yet unknown, she ran into the isolation room and killed herself in front of the patient. That is so heavy. That is so heavy. These are the nurses that do not want to work on the same floor as this patient because she just drives them to this insanity. She had shown signs of being deathly afraid of the patient for a while. If she was so afraid, why did she charge in there? She had been warned about hanging around near the gate. I believe this is the room downstairs with the hole in the floor, if you guys remember. I believe it was that one. When the nurse's body was discovered in the room was in an awful state, but the patient was just sitting on the bed, smiling. I can't quite remember her face myself. Something like this had already happened before, and now all the other nurses are scared. The gate isn't there to stop the patient from getting out as much as to prevent her from having contact with anyone else. And Misaki used to sit on the bed next to her, just chilling. Also, we all know that I want to just point out as a fun little fact. We all know that the moon, right, is a strong representation of this game. You know, the moon makes people feel calm and like tranquilized and such. I think it's really cool that they've placed her bed next to where she would have the moon gleaming through the curtains onto her, if that makes her calm like everyone else, however. But I just think I just think it's really neat. Right, here we go. Also, can you hear this, guys? Isn't that cool? Cool, she says. Ah, right. It plays in the background as well. I see. So, the 15 wooden tiles can be rearranged to complete the pattern. That on the bottom right will go in once we finish the pattern. I believe this pattern fits into the, let's have a look, it's a swirl. I think it goes into the middle bit. I'm pointing like you guys can see. So starting from the bottom left, the third row in, I think that block needs to go there, if I remember. So we need to switch these around, create the picture that's on the top right, and yeah, you know how it goes. It's a quick sliding puzzle, so uh what's happening? Oh, there we go. Right, as you can tell, you can't tell which puzzle you're sliding, so you kind of just got to go with the memory. So, this is going to take me a hot minute. Right, right, it's okay. We can do this. So we need to we just need to go longbow. I know that the waves are going to mess me up. No! Oh my gosh, no! I've made the same mistake, guys! I just said in the beginning, the bottom right needs to be free. Because that piece has got to go in. Oh, noodles. Oh, noodles. Well, I did do it a little bit faster, but now I've got to change, oh, fudge. I've got to change all of this in order to, yeah, get that itty bitty little puddle piece to fit in. Oh. And this is where the video is going to cut, so I shall see you when I've popped this beauty open.